you pass away and you don't get to go to your own funeral, what's the point? Everybody's gonna say, "Oh, he was a great guy. You know, he was, considerate."
Marco, you are so narcissistic.
I mean, that's what they'll say.
Upset that you can't attend your own funeral.
You damn right.
To hear people talk about
me.
You know, crazy.
Yeah, I want to hear that shit.
Damn, boy.
Yo, I'm with Marco.
God damn, that's a new level of ego.
Yeah.
But see, my whole thing is I don't want to attend because I want people to say something one way or the other. I just want to
hear what's said.
Yeah.
No, Marco want them accolades. That he ain't there to hear what's said. He want to feel good because, Marco was a great man.
And see, for those of you who don't know, we are talking about would we want to attend our own funeral, and not just the curiosity side of it, but some people gonna color it up anyway.
I know.
You say how hard they well? Like how hard they well about you?
Yeah. Like you think your baby mother at your funeral is gonna stand up and say, "You know what? I
ain't really like this motherfucker like that."
Yeah, that's what I want to hear.
I want one of those funerals though. I want one of those funerals where I wanted. I mean, I don't want to, but I think it would be hella entertaining. You seen the shows where the motherfucker who dies is hated, but don't nobody like him.
Yeah.
He owes everybody money. He was shitty to his kids, and 6 people show up to the funeral, and everybody speaks their clear open mind and don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I would love to be a part of that.
I know.
But I don't want to die that hated.
But you're not gonna die that hated.
Probably not.
Right.
But it'll be dope. I can definitely, if everybody's going to be real, I don't want to hear the well tales about me. You know what I mean? Oh, he was so smart and do-do-do-do-do.
Yep.
Fuck all that madness. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could feel that way. You probably told me in life. It's not anything that I wouldn't hear in death. But if you saved babies from an abandoned building and done it, exactly.
If you could put in your will a list of people who you demand or request that if they're alive and can make it, that they speak at your funeral, like people will get a notice saying he's requested you to speak at the funeral. Would you make that list? And then if you have a list of people who we've respectably requested that you not speak at the funeral, it's in the will.
I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care about who didn't speak. But if I can make a list of people that I want to speak, definitely.
One reason why I'm a little concerned with who would speak for my personal case is that
motherfucker owed me $20.
Not
That'd be me, Jeff.
Not that. Right, Marco, that might be you. But see, that's not me neither. I'm not really going to die like that. But the thing about me that's unique is, once again, my parents Jehovah's Witness. And I've been to these Jehovah's Witness funerals. And I've been to some Jehovah's Witness funerals where I knew the nigga and he passed away. And I might have knew him more well than the brother up there speaking. And the brother up there speaking is saying all this good shit. And everything he's saying is centered around he was coming back to Jehovah. And Jehovah knew his heart. And he was on his way back. No, he wasn't.
Right.
And you know what? This ain't really about Jehovah. So, in my case, I have to put something in there to let everybody know. No disrespect. My mother, my father, sisters, no Jehovah. In my funeral,
can I be the fact checker at your funeral?
Absolutely.
You can stand up and be like, excuse me, that's not correct.
Yes.
Word. I want a fact check at your funeral then.
Yes.
In real time. Actually, it says here in this book that
Oh, that's another thing. If you never read my book, or you've never heard my music, and you can't quote a song or a verse or a lyric, I remember that album. If you can't show authentically from the heart, not doing no research,
right?
If just in the setting, so what you think about Mike's book, Mike's music? You got to say something from the heart that proves you knew about this.
Right.
There's so many people that have been touched by my work. I've been doing this, and I know I ain't big time, But motherfucker, when you've been doing this long, it's a bunch of people that have been touched.
You want your accolades.
I don't want the
accolades,
accolades, but what I'm saying is, if you was not, those two parts of my life are so huge,
right,
that if you had nothing to do about it, like I could guarantee you, if my mom was to choose 6 brothers, if God forbid I passed away today and she was to do the arrangements, if she was to pick 6 brothers that are possibly gonna do my speaker, 5 out of 6 of them would not only not have heard, seen my shit, not even known that I was an author.
Right.
If you that far away from my ecosystem, no, you cannot speak at my funeral. I don't even know if we gonna let you in.
Word.
How you know you gonna be dead?
That's why I'm writing it in my will.
Oh, okay. All right.
Moving on.
And we're back.
I know, that's
Street
right.
16 podcast. Michael Barclift, Jeff McCOY, Marco Valencia. That's my best mic right there.
I'm sure it gets better. So, I was making fun about Jeff, of course, because of couples therapy. And he's twice, not once, but twice corrected me, maybe 3 times, on audio and said, well, it's not really couples therapy. It's actually relationship maintenance. And I love when people do that. I love when people rephrase. And they call this big shit where we just took this big piece of earth, the Louisiana Purchase. You know what I'm saying? It just sounds so better. It sounds so much better than what it was.
Thanks to Jefferson. Okay.
So, I'm sorry, that was Jackson. -5.
No,
historian.
that was Jefferson.
No, that was Jackson.
No, it was Jefferson. Because it was during the Napoleonic Wars. He bought it from Napoleon.
Matter of fact, I
Fact
think
check.
it was Monroe. I think it was Monroe.
Fact check.
All right, we'll fact check that.
Y'all
Write your
know I
letters.
know about history, yo. Come on now.
And we also know about Marco being loud wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, that too.
Right.
At least
Mr. 5% of KAREE never heard the clip where he got the days wrong. Or he got the numbers wrong, and I was like, hold on, wasn't that? Anyway, while Jeff looks that up,
shit happens.
how about my 5 favorite rephrasings of
God damn it, Marco.
Marco was right.
Marco was right.
I was loud wrong, huh?
It's all good, dude.
I'm just trying to earn my job as the fact checker, that's all.
Shit happens. Shit happens.
All right, cool. And what's Jefferson on? The $2 bill?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the nickel.
And the nickel. All right, cool. All right, so
Did you know that strip clubs in Myrtle Beach give out $2 bills instead of $1 bills?
Ooh, nice.
It's
Really?
not ooh nice. Because you double down on your tricking like without even realizing.
that happened to you?
You're balling out. Then like left like, damn, I spent $200 here. I only went to spend $100. Oh.
How much
I was
money?
throwing them singles like
I
they
know,
were
that's
singles,
right.
and they was
Yeah,
really
that's
double, yeah.
mine. This shit.
Over under on $3,000. How much money have you spent on pussy? This includes porn. This includes strip clubs. This includes dollar doll or whatever y'all backpage people use.
I'm gonna say over, but for a particularly different reason than what would be expected.
I'm in love with a stripper.
Nah, not even. I mean, yeah, I've done that, but
What?
nah, I just think that like, if it wasn't for pussy, you know what I mean, we wouldn't work. We wouldn't give a shit about clothes that we buy and get dressed in. Like all of this shit centers around that.
I already don't like this
You go get a
I
house.
love
and pay
that
bills.
answer.
You go get a house and pay bills to put some pussy in it. You go buy clothes to attract women to get pussy. You go get money to buy things. You know what I mean? So you can flex and get pussy. Like I feel.
I
like
agree
if-
100%.
If you took pussy out of the equation, that we would all still be hunter gatherers now.
See, I hate this answer so much.
Why?
Wow. Because first of all, you dismount it with a false equation. Like, listen, look, We not asking you what would happen on the planet if there was no vagina. That is not the question, Mr. Oz. What we are asking you is how much money you spent on pussy.
Over $3,000.
And you give
And
this
not from Backpage.
metaphysical reason for keeping the ecosystem alive, and everyone plays their part in the jungle. And
Definitely. That's how it
well,
works.
what part do I play? Because I'm the type of nigga that if everybody was like me, bathhouses, pornography, strip clubs, backstage, all those things would dry up, pause, and be out of business. Because I would never spend a dime of my currency, and when I say currency, that includes attention, not only my money, which is American dollars and not natural resources. Shout out to the Federal Reserve, but I don't spend my currency on those things. So what part do I play?
So you go under $3,000. I still say over. The answer to the question remains the same. I still say over. Like, yeah, bathhouse is my ass. Like, remember what we talked about before, the rubbing tugs, all of that. I'm not about that life, about that action. But between dinner dates and movies and, you know what I mean?
You're including dinner dates and pussy?
Of course. And gas and condoms.
See, now y'all
All
putting
that.
all this shit in last minute when y'all didn't say that in the first
I
question.
definitely
You
said
the one that
I said
asked the
I
damn
wouldn't.
question.
Yeah, I said I'd answer over 3,000, but it wouldn't be for the obvious things that you said, strip clubs
I
and
know that's
bathhouses
right.
and yada yada yada. But it's definitely over $3,000 just off of the strength of. It's a lot of shit that I would not have spent money on if it wasn't for pussy.
All right, well, see, if you spending money on a woman that you intend and becomes a partner, companion, relationship
Right.
status woman,
Right.
I wouldn't qualify that as spending money on pussy.
I don't either. I don't either. I'm talking about everything outside of that.
This nigga was
Anytime you try to get with a broad, you spend the money on some skins.
Once again, y'all need to speak for yourselves, homie. I mean, I'm not
All
trying.
right, so
I'm
All
not-
your buns have been for free,
hold on,
Mike.
though.
I know
So-
you that guy. I know you know,
So did you walk
the
did
king
you
of New York
walk
and shit, but
to the girl's house, pick her up, and walk her ass back to your crib?
I don't think I've ever done that. No, but
Exactly,
maybe
nigga. So
Maybe
you
I've
paid
done
some
that once.
gas money, or you bought the condom. That's still paying money.
how much money do you think that you spent on pussies was the question.
Well,
Exactly.
Over under 3K.
well, if you dealing with pussy, I could tell you. You know, I can't really factor in gas because I just drive anywhere. Once I move to Virginia, everywhere I go, I drive. So I'm not factoring gas. But the money that I would say that added up was hotel rooms.
There you go.
How about fresh cuts?
No.
Like you ain't never been on the verge of like, let me go get my...
I'm a Rasta. Fuck a fresh cut.
No, the face trims and none of that?
I mean, I might save some other things, but fuck my face, bitch.
Wow.
Yo, so real talk, in the course of this conversation, I begin to feel some type of way. I think we've been doing this shit with Keith for too long that it's a bad thing. But like legit every time, but cringe a little bit every time we say pussy. Is that weird?
It's a good thing that
Yeah.
door
Like, I think we
closed.
rock-
My daughter
we-
can't hear it.
Shout out to Key. Like, big shout outs to Key. But in your absence, you know what I'm saying? Your presence is still felt. Because I'm sitting here
No
like,
doubt,
man,
because I do.
do
I
we have to
don't know.
call it pussy?
I know, right? That's why I say skins.
That is not better.
It is.
All right,
Skins is
Jabroni,
better.
It's just so dated
Bozak,
and
Jimmy Hat,
and honestly,
Jabroni, Jabrowski.
honestly, the word skins
Yeah.
is an uglier word than pussy. Pussy
You
is
crazy.
a pretty word.
No, it's not.
Pussy, when I say pretty, I don't mean it's double pretty. I say pretty meaning it's kind of pretty.
Skins, what's that?
All right, hold on. Let me
Pete Rock
ask you
and Sail
this.
Smooth, right?
Have you ever been? Yeah, Pete
All
Rock.
of them old school niggas said it. We all called it skins in that dated time, but go ahead.
But have you ever been on a date?
Have I ever been on a date?
Yeah.
Period. Yes.
Nice and smooth.
Have you ever been on a date?
I've been on dates.
He got a date tonight. He got a date night from
Okay.
Angela.
Well, Marco
Angela requested it.
has
That they said.
never been on a fucking date.
I remember you saying this. And you
I've
still
never
spend
been
money,
on it.
And you still spend money on pussy.
The point is, look, I want to avoid this question because y'all don't want no truthful answer from me.
I know
but
the
I'm
truthful
just
answer.
saying.
That's why I'm laughing.
But I'm just saying.
He
I
has
want you to
spent
say
money.
it. He has
Like,
been
No, I've never been
called
on
a
a date.
professional.
I've never been on
But
a
you've
date.
called a professional.
Have you spent money that draws a clear and direct,
I plead the
unmitigated
fifth.
line
I plead
to
the
vagina?
fifth.
Have you exchanged currency
See,
for sex?
I've never done that.
I plead the fifth.
I've never done that.
I didn't say I did it. I said I plead the fifth. That's
Listen,
my right.
Listen,
This whole thing's a black
Matter of fact, as a matter of fact, I think I can recall myself paying for one lap dance.
Mm-hmm.
And it's when I was young, 18 years old, first really going to strip clubs with my friends of age in Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
$5 on one lap dance. I don't think I've ever spent money directly on pussy again. I've sometimes had beers at the establishment and left nice tips, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But other than, you know, the actual hotel rooms, I don't think I've ever spent money on professional pussy.
I didn't say I did either. The point is.
But I know you did.
1, 2, 3, 4. So many numbers, I can only choose one.
All right, well, look, let's keep it going, man. So, that was a great segue, but we late as a bitch. So, here we go. I wanted to ask Key these things, but we just gonna jump into our old school. How old school is your new school?
How new school is your old school?
How
Part 2.
Yes.
Bet. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as you know.
Keep score of the wins and losses. Wrong and right answers, please. Pardon.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, as you
Jeff's
know.
gonna know it, so.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, as you know.
Sorry.
Marco and Michael are both our resident geriatrics on the panel. You know, but instead of keeping them a little more in tune with what's going on currently in the world, so we don't run into segments like the hip hop acronyms with the New York, what is it, New York Breakers or all the NYCBs and all the other shit that nobody born after 1990 knows anything about. We've come up with a segment called How New School is Your Old School. This will be part 2 of that segment. Me and the young mermaid Key Crawford have come up with a series of questions that we will ask these gentlemen. DJ KAREE could probably be their lifeline, but he usually likes to let them flounder, so we'll see.
I know that.
I got a 3.5 last time.
You got 3.5 last time.
3.5.
Over under today.
Let's go 5.
5?
Yeah.
Bet. All right, let's jump right into
What about
it.
Marco?
I got 0 last
All
time.
right. So what's your over under today?
1.
Oh, maybe 1,
All right.
2.
I'm going 5. Let's see.
All right, bet.
word.
So question number 1. Name the 3 members of the Migos.
Offset.
The 3 amigos.
Okay. Not the 3 amigos. Oh, man.
I'm about to say Steve Martin, Jimmy James, Dana Carvey. It was. I knew that.
Take off.
Take off. Offset.
I got 0.6.
You heard my answer.
Quavo!
Oh! I think y'all should give me.
Oh Lord, I should have got that.
You knew that one, Quavo?
I should've got
Let's round that up to 1. Number 2.
Alright,
I just drunk some of that before I came.
what
here.
is the sex of Cardi B's baby?
Girl.
male?
Having a girl? I feel like you looked at the phone.
I just said I had a 50-50 shot on
I
it.
know.
I just said I would shout out confidently. You said boy.
Yeah, I said boy.
So who gets the point?
Mike gets the point.
All right, I'm
Baby
2.
girl.
I got 2 for 2, son.
You're whacking and crack, dude.
3 more to go.
Go ahead.
When did Cardi B get married?
Like the exact date?
A month and a year.
What if we just get the year?
Okay.
What if we just get the month?
2016.
No.
You're down. No.
Oh, so 2015.
No.
Go the other way.
2018.
No.
2017.
No shit.
I got three, nigga.
You're off.
I got three, son.
Cardi B was married on September the 20th, 2017. Shout out to Honey. That is her birthday.
Who the
Shout
hell
out to
gets
Honey.
married in September?
What?
Late fall weddings? What do you mean?
Man, get the fuck out.
Rabbit hole. That's number 4.
Who hosted this year's BET Awards?
Jamie Foxx.
You're on fire today, man.
I got 4 for 4, my dude.
But I knew that.
No, you did not get 3. By process of elimination,
No, I gotta get some points.
we'll give you 3
I got
for 4.
3.2.
James-
3.25. I got 3.25.
Number
man.
5. Jameis Winston is faced with a 3-game suspension from the NFL for what incident that transpired in 2016?
Kneeling?
No. Sexual misconduct against a female Uber driver.
Boom.
5 for 5, my G. I've passed the threshold.
Childish Gambino's breakout hit "This Is America" features 3 hidden artists on the track, not in the video.
SZA.
No, she's in the video. There are 3 artists you can hear on the track. If you can name me one of those 3, I'll give you a point.
I know one of them.
All you gotta do is name one.
Donald Glover.
No, he
No,
is
you
Childish
gotta
Gambino.
give me some credit.
I know, right?
That's 5.5. I got 5.5.
Anybody?
No, dude.
KAREE.
I love that song.
This, if you're gonna be a lifeline at any point in time, there are 3.
Please help me,
artists
KAREE.
on "This Is America."
That's the one I don't even know.
We got
Got a
2
clue?
minutes.
That's the one I don't even know.
Damn,
On-
nigga, I thought you was gonna help me.
All the other ones I could have helped you, but not that one.
Oh, well, damn, nigga. You
Come on,
ain't
we got
shouting
2
out
minutes.
now.
21 Savage,
Uh-huh.
Chance the Rapper,
Uh-huh.
and Young Thug.
Oh,
We heard
man.
ad-libbing.
I heard that before.
All right, number
Trent.
6. It's 7, right? 7.
And Drake's song "Nice for What" contains a sample of what song from an album that is celebrating its 20th anniversary this
20.
year?
20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20.
Album, what
So
about the
98,
artist?
98,
Gotta hit the
98,
club like you hit the
98,
angles.
98,
Put your phone out.
98. The
The
Fugees,
Showing
the Fugees,
And it's all
Lauryn Hill, care for me. Damn, what the fuck is the name of that song?
He gets so intense. I am young, goddammit. I'm not old.
Fuck it, I'm old. I don't give a fuck.
I know you care for me. Why don't you live for me?
X Factor.
X
By
Factor.
Lauryn Hill.
Come on, I gotta
give
get
it to you.
that.
I give it to you. You sing it. You
Because
sing it. I give
X
it to you.
Factor is a fucked up name for that.
All right, so MAC Cosmetics is
Cosmetics?
this is key. You know she got to get you, but it's hip hop surrounded sorta.
Okay.
MAC Cosmetics is releasing a makeup new